What do you do when you have this little idea or thought that just comes to you out of the blue that you think could be life-changing, but you're not sure what to do with it? And what if it was a crazy idea or just something that's so out of left field that you think you shouldn't do it? What's the very first thing you should do with that? I have some ideas for you. Hi, my name is Kathy. I'm a business and life strategist and certified professional coach. I help people like you every single day build their confidence, get out of their own way, and really gain traction to actually achieve the goals that they want, even the ones they're not quite willing to admit out loud yet. Let's get right into the content that I have for you today. I firmly believe that you can have purpose and you can have ambition, and they go together beautifully. If you have some kind of harebrained idea or something that you're feeling is right out of left field and you don't quite know what to do with it, especially if it's against the norm of what you're doing, there's a word for that. That little thought or inclination or idea that you have that comes to you is called a vel. A vel is that idea that you weren't expecting. It's the one that just kind of creeps into your head when you're maybe caught up in watching something or reading something or doing something, and you get that, oh my goodness, it would be so cool if feeling. So when you get that feeling that, oh my goodness, wouldn't it be nice if, or you get the, wow, I would really love it when feeling, that's probably something that you should spend a little bit of time with. When you get that vel, the first thing I would suggest doing is just give it room to breathe. Give it room to have a life to it. Breathe energy into it. So start with what ifs. Oh, what would that look like? What could I do if I did do that? And play in the possibilities and ask yourself good open questions about what would that look like? And then what? And then what after that? So if you have this vel come over you, pause and give it space. Whether it's journaling, you can take some time quietly with a notebook, or I've seen people journal with their phones as well. Just put your thoughts down about it. So before you're stomping on top of it and giving it a hard no, just play with the what ifs about it. Now, a difference between from vel, when you're having that inclination or idea or wish, which is usually inspired, so you can often you'll feel it in your gut or wherever in your body you feel the ideas coming, or where you feel it's your soul speaking to you, the what ifs and possibilities of it. The next phase would be volition. Volition is when you make the decision to act on something, when you make that choosing, the willful resolution of something is a volition. Volition is when you actually decide to take some kind of action for it. It's not the action you take, it's the decision to take the action. And in between vel and volition is so much room for beautiful, juicy goodness. Room to dream and allow and play. That's when you would, if you're dreaming of a new home, that's when you would sketch out what the floor plan would look like. You might even pick out the paint. You would decide where the windows go. All of that is what you would do in that phase between vel and volition. And that's a beautiful phase. So many people will have an idea or an inclination and they just skip right to no. Like, why skip to no when excitement and joy and possibilities bring us so much richness in our world? Why will we just shut every little tiny thing that we're thinking of or dreaming of or ideas or hopes down? So allow this room and this space between vel and volition. And sure, there are going to be things that you decide not to do. But why don't you grace yourself with the gift of allowing you to play in those possibilities and see what might come from that? What could it be? And maybe that original thought that you have isn't the final end-all be-all that you decide to do, but it might just be the spark that leads to the next spark that leads to the next spark that leads to whatever this new vast change or growth that you're about to do is. absolutely take the time to allow yourself to dream in there. There's so much room and availability in people's lives right now to dream. There's so many things you can't be doing at the moment. Why not just pause with your thoughts, and instead of jotting down or knocking off all the things that you're deciding no to, why don't you just sit with playing with the things that you might want to play what if games about? What if? What if you took your little Vel and you breathed all that love and life and possibility into it, and you let it nurture, you grow it a little bit, and you see what sprouts, like what possibly can come from you allowing yourself to believe in the possibility of what those inclinations are for you. Absolutely, I would say give yourself that space and allow yourself that grace. And December is a perfect month for that, to play in the possibilities of what could be and what it is you actually want. Listen to those little whispers that are telling you, especially if it's something like calmness or what could possibly come for you. Oh, what ifs. All of those beautiful what ifs that you're sitting with, why don't you just lean into them a little bit and play in that space between Vel and Volution. Once you've made your decision, then you can get into your action plans. But take the time and the pausing. Let the beauty of this moment, of playing in the possibilities and being in the what if and feeling the feels of what it could be like. Let all of your senses come alive. What will it look like? What will it smell like? What will you taste as you're doing it? Whether it's what cup of coffee are you going to drink while you plan it, whatever it is, get all of your senses involved and let yourself immerse into the awesomeness of just playing in those possibilities of that one maybe crazy idea that you had. Or play with them all. Schedule some time to allow yourself to just do a little dreaming and do a little plotting and deciding, okay, then what? And what could I do now? And what's after that? Once you give yourself that space and honor the time for you to play in the possibilities and let yourself grow your thoughts and ideas and wants and wishes and vows, then you really do get more connected with yourself. Give yourself a great gift of not only time, but listening to your own desires and wishes and wants. If there's one thing that I want for you, it's for you to understand that it's okay to have those dreams and wishes and wants. It's totally okay. Sure, your life is great, but there might be some other thing that you want to do too. You want more of something that's going really well. It's okay. That's okay to want more. Play in that possibility of what could you do with it and what could be next. It's an exciting time to play in. So I like to think that come Vel or Volution, you're allowing yourself space to really figure out what it is that you want to do, what sets your soul on fire, and what exciting things are coming around the corner for you and yours. What is it that you want to do? What is it that your soul is just telling you? Let's just lean into this part a little bit more. It's okay to have hopes and dreams. Totally okay. I'm wishing you all the best as you start looking at those Vels and seeing which ones you're going to breathe air and life and possibility and energy into, so that you can decide which ones you're going to have come into Volution and take action on from there. Go have fun with that. I really, really hope that you have times where you take care of yourself and your thoughts and ideas as you're so busy taking care of everybody else too. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you would share it with other people that you think would benefit from it too. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you want to have more tips for how to achieve the goals your soul is aching for. Hit the bell if you want to be reminded anytime a new video comes out. Thanks so much for watching. Vel or Volution, you've got this.